Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a speed cleaning session. It's a sort of like a 1 hour reset, or just like a house reset, or you might want to call it the weekly home blessing if you do the flylady cleaning system. So that is what today's going to be. The house is very untidy today, so it's just really a surface level clean, just trying to get the house back to looking nice. And I focus on deep cleaning on other days, but I thought it would be really fun to just bring you all along as a fly on the wall whilst I get my cleaning done and chat you all through the process too. So let's get to it. If you're sat on the sofa, hopefully this inspires you to get your house tidy and clean as well. I get a little bit of time to myself on Mondays to get some work done, and I really like to start off with a clean house, and then I feel like I can think straight. I cannot focus in a messy house, but I like to get my editing done in an afternoon. So that's what we're doing this morning. That is the plan. I'll show you through all the different rooms first, just so you can get kind of an overview of what's going on. In an ideal world, I would love for this puff to be here, but Charlie loves to go around the back here and mess with this light, so that's why it's here. But when he is not here, I do move it back to where I want it to be. So he's had a great time this morning, lots of fun to be had. This is in the process of being gone, but he has sparked a new interest with it, so it's back again. But I am just, showing you the reality of life, because I feel like it's really easy to just always show a clean, tidy house, but in reality, lived-in houses get a bit messy, and so this is us after a nice weekend of fun. This is a return for Amazon. Charlie's been hoovering up for me, as you can see. This is always a mess, as are the coats, so I'm going to rectify that today, and then we'll see. There are just little like teddies everywhere that he's just left for me. The kitchen's not too bad. We do try to reset this every single day, but there is like a clutter pile here. My makeup has now migrated to down here. I put my makeup on in this mirror so I can see what Charlie's up to, and I know what's what. We've got some Mother's Day cards there, this for the door, and then just like there's just a lot of stuff out that I just need to find a true home for. I've got my weights there from my workout this morning. The utility room is a mess, and I need to put the washing machine on. And I just show you all upstairs as well. There's just literally toys everywhere. So as you come upstairs, there is a random tea towel that is on its way down. There is lots of just random things everywhere. There is a gorgeous Rory. Then there is a box of clothes that I have given to my cousin. I just need to sort out how I'm sending them. Random toys all over the place. A washing basket full of washing that I think I'm going to put in the washing machine today. I don't know. I've got like 2 washing bin situations going on at the minute and need to figure out what I'm doing. Charlie's brought a hat upstairs, which is wonderful. The bathroom's not too bad. He did bring his milk bottle through here this morning though, so that needs to go downstairs. And then we've just got some random toys. I just want to give the bathroom a bit of a wipe over, but it's not too bad. I was filing my nails while he had a bath last night, so I'll pop that in there. Just getting clean towels, things like that, that would be fine in there. Then our bedroom is in need of some new bedding. I knew I was going to be doing it today, so I didn't bother making it. So I'm going to refresh our bedding, then just give the carpets a nice hoover, just tidy up all the random odds and ends in the window. This is actually a really great hack if you, not even if you have kids, like if you have a stain. So he got a really bad tomato stain on this gorgeous little vest the other day, and it's very nearly gone. It was so bad, like you can still see it a little bit, but the sun does wonders for clothes, like with stains, especially white. So obviously we're not hanging out to dry at the minute, so I just put them in the windowsill, and it actually does a really good job. So if you see random pieces of clothing in my videos in windows, now you know why. Okay, then we'll go through. There's just these things everywhere. Oh my goodness. I'll put that on there. There we go. They seem like a good idea until you need to close a door, and then it's just annoying. So I think I'm going to start up here. I'll probably start in Charlie's room. It's a little bit messy, but it's fine. Like this room just gets messy, and I just accept that. So I'm going to take his milk bottles downstairs. Tend to leave his bedtime one up here at bedtime, and then he has his morning one in the morning. So there's always 2 to take downstairs. Oh. Bye then. Are you okay, Echo? I guess that's one way to get it downstairs. Okay, let's get this tidied up and then we can see what we're doing. In case you wondered, these are indeed Dom socks, and Charlie's new favourite thing is to empty my washing basket and put things in, or put clean things in the washing basket, so that's a fun new life addition. I love listening to some nice music, some happy songs, a good podcast, a good audiobook, just a bit of something to fill the silence whilst I'm tidying, and I find that it goes so much quicker when I do this. Don't get me wrong, there are days where I do a good old rage clean and that is in silence and I'm just getting it done and, not feeling the happiest about the whole affair, but I'm trying to change my mindset around cleaning and doing it as something that I love to do and just making it a much more happy experience than it has been for me in years gone by, and I am loving it. It's just like a bit of time to myself to do something that I love to make my house feel really, really nice and fresh. For me, for my family, but let's be honest, it's mostly for me and my mental health. I just think that having a clean, tidy home is reflective of the mental state I'm trying to foster in myself at the moment. So yeah, I mentioned earlier, this is a weekly reset. It's something that I try to do weekly. I don't always manage to do all of these things every single week, all on the same day. In an ideal world, that is exactly what would happen, but life gets in the way sometimes. I think it's just about making steps forward rather than trying to be perfect and get it all done. Sometimes that can be really, really overwhelming. So just something as simple as to start the week, you are changing your bed. That can just be a really good routine. So I've actually got a really good quote for you all today, and it is, "You will never change your life until you change something that you do daily." The secret to success is found in your daily routines, and I think that is a beautiful quote and so very true. It really is the little things we do every single day that make up our lives. We think sometimes that, to change our lives we need to do something massively drastic, but it is those simple, tiny little things that make a big, big difference. And I've mentioned it before, I feel like my cleaning videos and my healthy videos are kind of merging into one at this point, but I do think for me it's all about lifting my mood, and in doing that I'm hoping I'm lifting yours as well. And so I feel like it all trickles into each other, because when I'm in a good headspace I feel like I keep on top of my home better as well as my health too. So anyway, that was a bit of a tangent to say that it's all about making promises to yourself and then following through. If you had a friend that was like, yeah, I'm going to come to your house on Monday and I'm going to clean the house, and every Monday she said this and then never came, you would soon lose faith that that friend was ever going to come. So I'm trying to be that friend for myself. I am trying to be that person who shows up for myself, and I think that that's where this confidence can grow, and it just builds a better relationship with yourself. And that's not just with cleaning, that's with any type of habit or routine that you want to set for yourself. So yeah, I hope that that was inspiring to you. It's something that I'm trying to focus on so much lately. It's just looking after myself, looking after myself as if I'm my own friend, because I sometimes think that, and not to speak for you all, but to speak for myself, we can be bullies to ourselves, can't we? We can be the biggest troll to ourselves, and we can do so many amazing things in a day, but if one thing went wrong, it can be so easy to just hyper focus on that, when actually so many amazing things happened and you've probably made so many great steps forward, no matter how small they are. So I've got my favourite little helper here helping with the bed. The bed is one of those things that I think a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to change the bed. And we have a super king bed, and let me tell you, it is a big, big bed, so it takes a bit of doing. But I actually timed myself doing this the other day. It takes me, are you ready for this? 4 minutes. 4 minutes it takes me to tackle this bed, and I'm 5'3", so it's a challenge, don't get me wrong, but I found my method, I found my way, and now it gets done. So yeah, I just try and give us all fresh bedding once a week, and that's getting so much easier now with the weather and being able to get things dry easier. I also, much to many of your probably disapproval, I got myself a good old washer dryer. It has changed my life. I have never had such an empty washing basket in the winter months. It's been amazing. So yeah, to any of you out there who recommended for me to get one, thank you so much for just giving me a bit of faith that it could work for me. And yeah, I'm just so pleased with it, and I think it's going to make a big difference to everything in my life, running smoothly, feeling like I'm not just drowning in laundry all the time. but I've got to do a few carpet lines because this carpet, I think it's seen better days, to be honest, but actually it comes up quite well in some places with hoover lines, so I'm not used to having hoover lines. If you follow me since I had my old house, that carpet was like a really thick woven carpet and it never got a hoover line, so I'm sort of like, I'm learning on the go, you know, and I'm still not quite there yet. But we are 2 rooms down already. I think when I film myself cleaning, I actually clean a lot more organised than what I do when I don't film myself, because I don't want to be moving the tripod around too much. But probably what I would do normally is do like one task at a time. So like do the bedding, put all the bedding in the wash, and then, you know, clean all the windows and do it that way. But for the sake of making it streamlined and organised for this video, I kind of just did a room at a time. So yeah, I think it's different for everybody, and I think I'm figuring out what works best and what is the easiest way for you to tackle these things without feeling totally overwhelmed. So I do a monthly deep clean of all the bathrooms, so I do use like a, you know, proper bathroom spray and get it foamy, but this really was just a literal wipe over. The bath gets cleaned pretty much every day because Charlie has a bath every single night, so I make sure I give that a good old wipe, so I'm not too worried about that. But it's just getting rid of any limescale build-up. We live in a really hard water area, so just keeping on top of things like this just saves me from having to do a massive deep clean later down the line. And I think that's it, it's taking those extra steps to just make our lives easier in the long run. And one thing I'm trying to do is do the one touch rule, and you'll see in this video that I am not doing great with it, really. It's kind of like a full family affair, but I think it's just the simple things like trying to do it and then maybe failing this week, but noticing that maybe next week I did a little bit better. And that's kind of how I'm feeling with starting the flylady cleaning system again. It's like, it's not always perfect every week, but the weeks that I do more than I didn't do, I notice it. And, you know, in terms of like keeping my house tidy and trying to keep, you know, surfaces clear, trying to stay on top of the laundry, when it comes back round to the Monday that I do this clean, I can tell a difference when I've made an effort, and that makes me very happy. So yeah, the whole upstairs took me like half an hour just about, I think, maybe a little bit longer, but obviously with filming it takes a bit longer too. Sharing this to be real, that I used to be able to do a power hour, like just cleaning non-stop for an hour, or I'd just clean my house from top to bottom and have it no problem, but I am not that person anymore, not at this point in time anyway. So I do need to give myself a bit of a break, and I'm trying really hard to do more pacing in my daily life so that I don't burn myself out quite as much. So I had to sit down and I was like, you know what, I am getting tired, so I thought I'll have some dinner and then I'll carry on. So we are ready to do the downstairs, and I think it's really important to share this because we all have different energy levels and we're all able to do different amounts of different things. So this is my reality, and yeah, just sharing it because obviously it's not going to be an hour altogether, because I have probably had a bit of an hour's break in between. So here we are, that is just the reality of today. Some days I can conquer the world, other days it's just going to take me a bit longer. So next is the stairs, and I don't do these every single week. Some weeks Dom actually does these on his days off, so I just thought I would do it today because they looked like they were in desperate need of doing. I really need to get one of those viral brushes for cat fluff, because this carpet, honestly, it's a disaster for cat fluff. I don't know what it is, but our hoover just does not pick it up very well, whereas in the old house it was amazing, but this house, it's just not, it's not the one. So yeah, I use this tool that I will leave links down below, but I've sworn by it for years. Like, it's great for getting fluff off certain types of furniture. I wouldn't use it on anything particularly precious, but it's great for carpet, and it gives really nice, like, I wouldn't call them hoover lines, but they're not really, because it's a lie, but they look professional and I'm happy about it. So yeah, this does take a lot of energy out of me, and I knew that it was going to do, so that's why I kind of stopped and paced myself a little bit. Felt like I was dragging myself through the mud on this day, I'm not gonna lie. I am on a health journey and a fitness journey, and it's a process, okay? It takes time to get into these routines, and some days I feel better than others. I am still struggling with chronic fatigue that is in a bit of a flare up at the moment, so I'm trying to take it easy with myself and know that some days I just can't do it all, and you know what, that is okay. Whether you have a chronic illness or not, I think we just need to give ourselves grace sometimes and know that it's not always going to go to plan, and some days you're going to try to do something and it is literally going to be a mental battle, which is what this day was for me. But by the time I'd finished it all and I sat down, I just felt so great for having done it. And I know that, you know, as the week goes by, I will be so grateful that I don't have to pick up the house every single day and think, oh, you know, I need to do upstairs, or I've still not cleaned that window, or there's that thing that I've not done, because I've just done it all. And I think that's the beauty in trying to keep a weekly routine for yourself, is that it takes time to do, but it takes so much less time to do over the week. So you're cleaning so much less throughout the week, which is what I'm aiming for in life. There is so much more to life than cleaning, you know. That's the quote of the day, I feel like, and the quote that just always resonates to me. As much as I do love cleaning, it can be draining and it takes a lot of time, and that's time that's precious, you know. We don't get that time back, and yeah, I want more to show for myself than just cleaning all the time. So then I'm moving on to Charlie's toy corner, which I do need to revamp this very soon. I'm thinking of changing this unit out for the IKEA one and getting some storage boxes. He's getting lots of toys as he's getting older that have lots and lots of pieces, and I'm just finding that I'm just picking them up and putting them away constantly. And I know some of you out there have said, like, you love this, and then other people have said it looks really cluttered. I agree, it does look quite cluttered, but it's there for a purpose. Like, I wanted to follow the Montessori method with him, and I don't really follow it to a T, but I love the idea that he can see his own toys and he knows what he wants to play with. And you know what, he plays so well with his toys, and he's got so much more focus than when I had a big old toy box and he was like rummaging through, and the game was just emptying the toy box and then not playing with any of the toys. So it's definitely really helped his attention when it comes to that. But yeah, I just need to sort of reevaluate as he's getting older now, and we've got Duplo. I want to get him some, you know, big wooden blocks and all those things that it's just a bit harder to store inside a little tiny cube. I am cleaning the windows, and I do need to get on to cleaning the actual patio doors, but because I had the net shut, I thought, oh, I'll be right for another day. Oh dear. But yeah, just cleaning anything that I could see really that needed to be done, and just making it feel like a little bit more fresh. It's actually amazing how much more light bounces around the room when the mirrors are clean. I've never noticed it before, but it does make a big difference. And then getting those beautiful carpet lines back again. Do you know who is the best person to do carpet lines? It's my husband, Dom. He is so good at carpet lines. I feel like he's that good I should just leave this for him to do. But he does do this most weekends as well, which is lovely. And I do still, in true K form, I hoover up my living room every single day, because Charlie's in and out of here, we're in and out of here, the cat's in and out of here. It's a super high traffic area, and I just think it keeps on top of it a bit better. This carpet needs I think it just needs a refresh, to be honest. It's not looked great since the moment we moved in, and there's nothing I can do. I've tried to carpet clean it. It's just had its day, but it's doing as well, and it's fine for now, so we're just living with it. The living room feels a lot nicer, and the sun started coming in, which made me very, very happy. I just love how sunny and bright this house is. Then I'm moving on to our entryway, which is a very much a hot spot for mud, especially at this time of year. I'm bringing Charlie's pushchair in and out. We've got all our shoes there. In my wisdom, I bought this shoe rack, and all it's done is become a play toy because it's so much more fun to bring off all the shoes and move them all around the house than it is to just leave them there. And I should have known better, I really should. I don't know what a different solution would have been, so you know, it's fine. I feel like at least it looks nice when the shoes are on the shoe rack. And I just tell myself, you know, and if you've got small children too, this too shall pass. We are just in a phase right now, and you know, if that phase is shoes all over my house, so be it. You've got to pick your battles, haven't you? But I think like it looks a lot better for being swept under there. And then I'm just sorting out our coats. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for the warmer seasons to come where we don't have millions of coats hung up on this coat rack. I can't be doing with, like, it's not even really properly spring yet, but when you don't know if you need a big coat or a light coat or no coat at all. So we've all got like 3 different coats going on this coat rack, and I don't know if you can relate, but it's just too much. It's too many coats. And I'm just excited to just put them all away and be done with it. So yeah, just putting our blanket in the wash for the week because it's just one of those things. It's like a family blanket. Everyone enjoys it. The cats, Charlie, me and Dom. Getting rid of all the recycling. Dead flowers, I've mentioned this before on my channel, but dead flowers are a real way to make your house look unorganised, messy, unloved. You know, they just really bring down the tone of a house. And so I did put it on my mental list that I needed to pick up some fresh flowers to pop on the table, because to me they just brighten up a home and make it look so much more beautiful. I do love fake flowers or like artificial flowers, and I think that they've got a real purpose, you know, sometimes in terms of being more budget friendly, always looking nice, but there is nothing better than a real bunch of flowers to me. Like, I can't pass them in the supermarket without picking some up. Even when I've been on like a really strict budget, I've still bought fresh flowers because I just think they're so beautiful and they just make me smile. We're going to be working on the garden this year, but I'm looking forward to probably next year being able to grow some of our own flowers. How amazing would that be? That is like my aim, that is my goal in life. I can't wait to get into the garden this year and just get cracking, get the greenhouse up and get everything going. I feel like the garden is an extension of my home and I'm just so excited, and I've just definitely gone off on a tangent, so I hope you didn't all mind my little story time today. But it's been so nice to just be able to pick up the camera and just talk to you all and just have a bit of a catch up, tell you all how I'm going, how I'm doing, and yeah, I hope you found this video helpful and maybe it inspired you to start thinking about a little weekly routine for yourself as well. We are done. It feels good. And I'm very, very happy that is over. It takes a little while some days, especially like today where I kind of let it slide a little bit. Oftentimes when I know that I'm going to have to do a big clean, I'll try and tidy up a little bit, but I thought I'm just going to let it do its thing so that I can try and give you a good before and after. I hate watching people tidy an already tidy house. It drives me insane. So hopefully there's been quite a cathartic before and after for you today. It smells nice, the energy is really fresh in the house, and I feel like I can really concentrate now on getting a little bit of work done this afternoon. But I really hope I've inspired you to clean and tidy your house. If you want to see more videos from me, there are always loads of playlists down below, especially cleaning videos. They're a true love of mine. But I hope you all have an amazing week wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye.